Hello everyone, it's your girl Asia from the Rain's Fangirl channel. I am back today with another Degrassi couple I cannot stand. And I am so happy they're the next couple on this list for me to do because I literally cannot stand this couple, this ship. And it's no other than Craig and fucking Manny. Craig and Manny are toxic. I don't get why anybody shipped them or why they say this was Manny's best ship or why she should ended up with Craig. Like we got Manny and Jay. Like I get it that Jay wasn't the perfect person and he might have did a lot of bad shit, but Manny and I feel like for Manny and Jay, I feel like for Manny and Jay's relationship that wasn't the point. The point wasn't about his character being bad or not developing because Jay wasn't really one of their like even though he was always on the cast and in the opening sequence, he wasn't really one of their main characters. Like he was more of a supporting character or he was always Sean's best friend or Spinner's friend. He wasn't really like he didn't really have much of a storyline up until he got with Manny. And I really actually enjoyed their storyline. I enjoyed their relationship. There was a lot of love, a lot of chemistry between the two of them, and I feel like that's what Manny deserved after all her little relationships, after all the guys she dated who really didn't give a fuck about her. She deserved to be with someone who actually truly loved her. And even though things between her and Jay didn't work out before they did break up, they did give it another try and they survived that. So I don't get any of y'all who say she should have ended up with Craig. Craig, I feel like here's my thing. I feel like some of y'all really hate Craig, and I always gave Craig the benefit of the doubt because I feel like with Craig, even though him and Manny were toxic, I always said this. Everything from the beginning between Manny and Craig was toxic. Her coming after him while he was in a relationship, him having sex with her while he was in a relationship, her getting pregnant. She did drugs with Craig in season 6. Like I never understood why the writers were so addicted to getting them together. Her and Craig had no chemistry. Like I literally didn't get it. Like in season 5, they had the nerve to put them back together when they could have just gave us Craig and Ellie. Craig and Ellie were right there. I don't know what were they waiting for him to feel something for her because I always said it. I feel like Craig had feelings for Ellie, but I feel like he didn't want to ruin their friendship, which is why he didn't want it to be romantic. Because in season 6, he told her he felt that way for a long time, but he just never said anything because he wanted to keep the friendship at peace. Because, it's nothing wrong with falling in love with your best friend, but then it's like, okay, if we date and if we break up, will that friendship still be there? And I feel like that's why Craig didn't, like, go after Ellie. And I thought Craig and Ellie had way more chemistry than any ship Craig was with. Like, Ellie was Craig's best ship. Even though they didn't date, you always sense the chemistry between them, and she really was like gonna be his best ship. But yet they wasted our time again. Degrassi likes to they really like to test our patience and see how long we will wait. And they never put Craig and Ellie together, which was something I always really like. That really always fucked with me because it's like they put him with everyone else on this cast, everybody else, yet they didn't put him with the person he really should have been with. That's like so irritating to me. As far as Craig and Manny are concerned, I hate when people say everything that happened was his fault. Uh, no. Everything from the beginning was not just his fault, it was Manny's fault too. It was both of their fault. They both were in the wrong for how everything went down and how everything happened. And here's why, because I'm going to always keep that energy. Because Craig was in a relationship and he was wrong to cheat on his girlfriend with Manny. Manny was wrong to go after Craig that day when him and Ashley broke up to take advantage of him. Manny had a whole game plan. She had a whole game plan. Her game plan was to literally get Craig at his most vulnerable. She got Craig at his most vulnerable and took advantage of him. She overheard the conversation between him and Ashley. She gave up the one thing Craig wanted from his girlfriend but didn't get, and he got it from Manny. And yet, since she already gave it up, it's what made him keep coming back for more, and it's what made her keep giving it up. She thought if she would have sex with Craig, it would make him love her. So she's delusional and she's dumb. Manny had a crush on Craig so bad that she literally went all the way out just to have this nigga use her for her body just so she could have him. But then but then y'all like to call her not a slut. And that in that moment, Manny was being a slut because she was being slutty to get this nigga's attention who was in a relationship. Craig was also wrong for going after Manny the way he did, but I feel like Ashley was trying to rush him to say the words "I love you" when he wasn't ready yet. But that doesn't give him the right to cheat. I'm not saying that condones him to cheat. I don't condone cheating. Cheating is cheating. I feel like if Craig felt like in a relationship he wants to have that intimacy when it comes to sex, then he needed to be with a girl who's on the type of time that he was on. Because virginities, I won't just say they're only important to girls, but they're important to guys too. They're important to people who really want to share their body with someone that they know is them and only them. So I feel like if Ashley wasn't on that, like, if she wasn't on that type of time to have sex with Craig, I feel like he should have gotten a relationship where someone was on that time. And if that means he had to break up with Ashley to be with just to be with Manny to have sex, I would have been okay with that because Manny was on that type of time. Ashley wasn't. So for him to think she owed him sex because they were in a relationship is the wrong mindset to have. And I also feel like she just was trying to pressure him to say the words "I love you" when he wasn't ready yet. One thing that really pisses me off about you fans, for real, is that y'all always love to say Craig was the most toxic male character in Degrassi. He got away with so much shit. What did he get away with? Because I feel like whatever he did, he got punished for it. I don't think he got away with anything that he did. The cheating, he didn't get away with that. He didn't get away with cheating. Ashley went off on his ass, and he got Manny pregnant, and the whole mix of that. So what did he necessarily get away with? He didn't get away with anything that he did. When he was sniffing coke, he didn't get away with that. He had to go to rehab. He didn't. When y'all say he got away with, do y'all mean he got away with hurting people? I mean, I don't really think he necessarily owes Manny an apology, but whatever flows your boat, I guess, because I feel like Manny knew everything that was going on. She put herself in that predicament to get used. I can't feel bad for her because when he told her in season 2 that he wasn't feeling her like that, she should have just accepted that. When he told her he wasn't really fucking with her like that and that he didn't really like her because she was childish and not mature, she should have just accepted that. Like, I'm not going all the way out for no nigga who don't even really want me to begin with, but now paying attention to me because I dress more provocative. Like, Manny should have saw the game. I'ma just say that she should have saw the game. If any nigga would have told me they not fucking with me like that, I would have just accepted that and just been like, okay, then you just not fucking with me like that. And I'm gonna go out and try to find someone who do want to fuck with me like that. So I just feel like I feel like Manny went at everything wrong, for real, for real. Like, if Craig wasn't trying to be your nigga before, don't try to make him be your nigga now just because basically off sex. Like, I just never got her mindset. But I do feel like in that whole love triangle, Manny and Craig were both in the wrong. So enough with all this, oh, Craig was in the wrong, blah, 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 and like how I definitely agree with Manny that there's a double standard. Yes, she was the one who slept with Craig while he had a girlfriend, got pregnant by the nigga while he had a girlfriend. I get all of that. So off top, she get hashtag as a slut, which, like I said in that moment, she was being a slut, but she wasn't the only one who did the crime. Craig did the crime too. He was the one cheating on his girlfriend, but like she said, no one ever talks about that, which is true. No one ever talked about how Craig cheated on Ashley with Manny. It was just all put on her, which wasn't right because they both did the crime and they both needed to do the time. Like, I just don't understand. But this relationship from the beginning, all of it was toxic. I don't understand why people wanted them to be together. I don't understand why people wanted them to be in game. Everything from the beginning was toxic. All of it was toxic. Like, I honestly feel like Manny and Craig's relationship is really iconic for being Degrassi's first toxic relationship. That's the only thing it's iconic for. As far as them becoming something and this and all that, no. Like, why would I want Manny with a guy who really don't even like, who don't really like her all like that? He won't really fuck with her like that for real. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't get y'all who really wanted them to be together and be a couple. Like, that's just weird to me. And I also feel like I gotta get back to why y'all feel like Craig get away with stuff. Like, why do y'all feel like he get away with stuff? I don't get that statement because Peter got away with literally everything that he did to Degrassi, and yet he served no punishment for it. He exposed Manny on the internet, her nudes. He literally, he, he put weed in Sean's locker. He didn't serve no time for drag racing with Sean, for not driving without a license. He didn't get no punishment for sending all Darcy's racy, like all her sexy photos to a predator online so he could come to her house. Like, he got no punishment for any of that. Yet Craig did what? Cheated and did some coke, and y'all think that's what he got away with. I mean, shit, do y'all hear all the bad shit Peter did compared to what Craig did? It ain't even all that bad. Craig cheated, which at this point, I kind of agree with the dude, was kind of like a plot device for Degrassi at this point. Like, as Degrassi was entering their third season, they needed to do something to show the fans why this season is different than the first two seasons. And this season was heading more into a teen drama base. Like, we're going to be teen drama, we're going to be messy, we're going to have drama. And I feel like the whole iconic love triangle was like their major storyline in season 3. I feel like nothing really touched that storyline in season 3. And I feel like at this point, cheating was like a plot device that Degrassi used to create mess and to make drama, which I am all here for because I love mess and I love drama. Therefore, I want to see it. So give it to me, please. But for y'all to sit here and say, "Oh, Craig got away with so much stuff," talk about his mental health was enabled. What? What the fuck are y'all talking about? Who enabled him when he had mental health? Nobody enabled him to do anything bad. Nobody enabled him. If anything, people treated him differently because he had a mental disorder. Let's talk about that. People talk to him differently like he's stupid or he a kid because he got bipolar disorder. Y'all thought Joey, everybody actually thought if they talked to him in a different tone, he might go crazy or go angry, right? That stigma, which is really what I like that they did with Craig in season 4. Like, when he didn't take his pills and Joey said something about him being crazy, Craig overheard him saying that he's crazy, which made him not take his pills. And when Craig was rambling and telling Joey at the homeless shelter, "You just think I'm crazy," and Joey said, "I don't think you're crazy." Well, that's how you and his girlfriend, that's how y'all treat him, because y'all talk to him softly. Y'all try to say things that won't make him get angry or make him go crazy. That's a stigma. Y'all talking to him like he a kid. He is a kid. He's a fucking teenager though at the same time. Just because he got a mental health don't mean you gotta walk eggshells around him anymore. Like, I really didn't like that. So did nobody enable Craig's mental health? Like, trying to say, "Oh, he did things because he's not in the right mental state." Me personally, I never really thought Craig ever got over any of the abuse that he went through with his father. He didn't get a counselor. He didn't get a therapist. He just moved in with Joey. Joey should have got him some help. Period. Like, if y'all really want to know why Craig got away with some of the shit he got away with, it's because Joey was a bad guardian. Joey was a bad guardian. Joey never gave Craig any punishment for anything that he did. If anything, you gotta ask Joey, why the fuck would he send his his 16, 17-year-old adoptive son on a road to do music, even though it's his dream where he can get into drugs, into drinking? No, I would have told him, you can go. I would have told Craig, here's the deal. Finish high school, graduate, and asked them, would the deal still be on the line once you graduate high school? Because he was going to graduate, right? Ellie and all of them graduated in season 5, so it's like he only had that year left to graduate. Craig could have graduated and then went off to do music. Because at that point, he grown out, and that is officially his dream. Craig never graduated high school. He kind of low key dropped out and went to go do music. Joey let him do that. He wanted him to go do his dream. But at 16, 17, I don't trust people. I don't trust the world for my kid to be around older people to be around older people who are into drugs and into drinking that could eventually lead my child down the wrong line. So I feel like when it comes to that, Joey is stupid and in the wrong. Joey was just a bad legal guardian. Like, he never paid attention to Craig. Like, there should have been no reason why in season 2 Craig should have been running around with his father. Joey should have been on his ass. He should have knew something was up. Like, Craig, you're coming home late every day. Where the fuck do you be at other than the library? Because you got to know what time the library closed. Library don't close at 10 or something motherfucking midnight. Libraries close at 6. The fuck? So I just feel like Joey gave Craig freedom, a little too much freedom because he was a boy, which is why he was not on his ass, which is the wrong mindset to have. Because I don't give a fuck if you a boy or a girl. As my child, I'm going to be on your ass, period. There can't be a double standard. And I feel like Joey gave Craig a lot of fucking freedom because he was a boy. Because to me, I feel like there should have been no reason why Joey did not know Craig was with his dad in season 2. Had he known, Craig would have never got punched in his face. He would have never had to go through all that manipulation again with his father had Joey been on his ass. Right off top, when Craig went to go live with Joey, Joey should have got Craig into therapy. And then after this, seeing his dad again and his dad dying, Joey should have got Craig into therapy. See, Joey ignored a lot of the shit that was going on with Craig because he felt like it wouldn't be carried with him, which is the wrong mindset to have. Like, now you want to give him therapy and counseling because he got a mental disorder. But where was that same energy at when he was getting abused by his father? Because me personally, I don't think Craig ever got over the abuse that his father put him through. Because he never got no help. He just had to deal with it, which is the wrong mindset to have. Sometimes you do need extra help because you don't know how to deal with shit. So, I just feel like y'all Degrassi fans hate on Craig just for because. That's what I'm starting to think. I think y'all hate on him just because it's just a cool thing to do, I guess, which I think is kind of lame because y'all are the same ones who put Manny on a pedestal like she can't do no wrong, yet she's done a lot of stupid shit in this series that don't nobody hold her accountable for because she y'all favorite. That double standard shit gotta stop. I just told y'all why this is a double standard. Y'all hold a standard to Craig, but don't hold the same thing when it comes to y'all precious Manuela. And it needs to stop. Be consistent. If you're gonna hate Craig for doing something that Manny has done, then be consistent. Period. Be consistent. Be fucking consistent. Be consistent. That's all I'm gonna say. Is be consistent. If y'all hate Manny and Craig's relationship, then hate another relationship for the same thing. Be consistent. Because I don't like Manny and Craig's relationship. Like I said, I think they had no chemistry. I don't get why the writers kept putting them back with each other. I don't know why Manny was so crazy over Craig when he didn't give a fuck about her. Like, I just don't get it. He didn't owe her an apology. I mean, in season 4, at least he tried, even though it was kind of a weak apology. I feel like what he was trying to say is that like, everybody was trying to make it seem like, oh, he was trying to trash Manny. No, I think the way he worded it was kind of wrong, but I really feel like what he was trying to say was that back then, if he was more mature like he is now, he would have stopped everything because everything was wrong. He was trying to make amends to I feel like so many will have to keep carrying around that pain. Like, girl, I get it. Craig hurt you. He broke your heart. Blah, 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 blah. But, girl, you went after a nigga who was in a relationship. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? What do you think he was going to do? He was going to do nothing but hurt you because he wasn't trying to be with you for real. He only wanted you for sex. Manny was trying to look at every guy as like a Craig because she got hurt, which was stupid. It was just dumb. Like, it was dumb. When you really think about it, I don't know what season her and JT got together in. I totally forgot JT and Manny dated, but I think it's season 4 when JT and Manny got together. Like, if y'all really think about it, she was only with JT to make Craig jealous. For real, for real. Because when she was kissing all up on JT, she was really trying to be with Craig for real. So, I don't know. I feel like what Craig was trying to really say is that if back in time, if he was more mature, he would have stopped everything. Like, would have never slept with her, would have never got her pregnant, like none of that. Which is the right thing to say because it would have like not put so much. It would have put her or him through so much pain and turmoil had they knew from the jump. This right here is wrong. We shouldn't do it. I don't. I agree with him. I definitely agree with him. Y'all just like to look at Craig as the bad guy, but y'all don't do the same thing when it comes to Manny. Like I said, Manny did drugs with Craig. Right after that, that's when I knew that this ship is toxic, and I don't know why the Degrassi writers kept putting them back with each other. I don't get it. I just don't. So that's all I gotta say for this video. I don't like Manny and Craig, and I never will. Craig's best ship is with Ellie, and yet they never dated. And yet, y'all have to think the only reason why Ellie was such a pick me is because Craig gave every other bitch a chance other than the girl who really, really loved him. Period. Y'all can say pick me's. I don't really like pick me's all like that because it can be annoying, but I get where they be coming from sometimes because it's like, how can you not see that I'm in love with you? You can't be that dumb, and you damn sure can't be that blind. You feel me? It's just crazy to me. Like, right along the right person that you should be with, been in your whole been in your whole face the entire time, yet you just refuse to see it. Just like in Summer I Turned Pretty, right? Jeremiah is the right pick for Belly, yet she wasted all her time trying to be with Conrad, trying to make Conrad love her, trying to make him something that he's not. He's complicated. He don't even know what the fuck he want. He need to get his shit together. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know what else to say. Like I said, I don't like Minnie and Craig's relationship. I never will. They were the first toxic couple in Degrassi, and they are iconic for just for that. Up until next time, I'm gonna talk to y'all later.